Hi guys, I'm Maricel Gentile. I'm the chef owner of Maricel's Kitchen. I'm so excited to be here because today I'm going to show with you how to make rice noodles, Pancit Bihon in our language. So let's get started. So in here, I have all my ingredients for my Pancit Bihon. First, I boiled some pork with it and saved some of the broth. I made it so tasty so that the noodles would come out really, really tasty. Then I'm adding Chinese sausage, which gives that so much flavor to the dish. I have soaked some dried mushrooms, and then we have garlic, onions, carrots, celery, and cabbage. And I'm using all this Philippine brand rice noodles. All right, let's get started. I want to do a one-pot cooking, so I'm going to do first our scrambled eggs. I'm going to put some oil on this one, on our pot, scrambled some egg, and what I want to do with the egg is just to have a thin layer and cut it in thin strips later on as a garnish. So here you go. That's good. We Filipinos, we love noodles. And we have so many kinds and so many ways to make them. So I'm just going to make sure that this cooks evenly. And it's cooking nice right now. There you go. And I'm ready to turn in. There you go. Has anyone tried any rice noodles from the Philippines? It's really, really good. So here you go. So this would be our garnish. And then I'm just going to set it aside and cut it later. There you go. I'm going to add some oil on to the pan. And then I'm just going to saute the pork real quick to have a little bit of color. I'm going to crank up the heat. And there you go. Let's saute this pork. You could actually use chicken instead of the pork. And you could also go vegetarian. You omit all the pork or the chicken, or you could even add tofu if you like. So here you go. Just a little bit color for our pork. And then I'm going to throw in our Chinese sausage. This gives a bigger flavor on the pork. And here you go. Just saute it real quick. And then I'm going to throw in our mushrooms. I have soaked this for a couple of hours to make it really soft. And there you go. That's it. So nice. Smells good. There you go. I'm going to season it with black pepper. Not too much of the salt because later on I'm going to put so much soy sauce to it. So that's my seasoning agent. So there you go. Next would be our garlic. We love garlic. So it's going to smell so good. Yep. There you go. And then some onions. Try not to burn your garlic. Usually when the garlic gets burned, it gets bitter and it ruins the whole dish. So there you go. Smelling so good. Can you smell it? Really? Yes. Good. Now you go. I just want to make sure that the onions gets translucent. All right? There you go. Now I'm just going to add in our vegetables with the carrots. There you go, carrots. Celery. And then the cabbage. You don't want to overcook your vegetables because you just want to have that nice bite with crispness onto the dish. But look at this. It's nice and colorful. It's going to taste so good. And I'm going to add more pepper to this one. There you go. And some soy sauce. Today I'm using soy sauce. There are times that you could use fish sauce, which is perfectly fine. I use both. So this is looking so good. Can you smell it? It's really nice. There you go. And then, has anyone tried having pancit before? As I've said, we have so many noodles, like sotanghon, which is a cellophane noodle. Have you tried that? Yes. We have pancit canton, which is similar to the Chinese lo mein. We have palabok, which is a shrimp-based sauce. We take all the flavors from the shell. We boil them. You seem to know a lot of Filipino noodles. All right, so there you go. Really? Oh, good. So this is so good. Now, I'm gonna set it aside, and it's done. We'll put it on the side, and I'm gonna try to leave some of the drippings from the vegetables and the pork. There you go. Nice. There you go. Now, we're going to cook the noodles now, and we're using rice noodles. There you go. So much. Now, I have actually simmered my broth, which I have saved from boiling my beef, my pork. There you go. It may seem to be a lot of liquid, but it's okay. The noodles would soak up all this broth in no time. I'm going to add some soy sauce to it. Now, with the broth, you have to really season it very well, because good broth means good tasting noodles. Some people would soak this in water before they cook it. I don't do that. I prefer cooking it in this manner because I want my noodles to taste the broth that I have made. Something special, something tastier, all right? And it does cook so fast. Look at this. In a few minutes, it's gonna be very soft, and it would absorb all the liquids from this pot. And just make sure you constantly stir it so to avoid any lumps. All right. The thing is, when you pre-soak it in water, by the time you cook it, the taste of the noodles is just plain water, even though you have really, really good broth, because there's nowhere to be absorbed for the water. Now, if you can't do your own broth, store-bought brand is fine. Chicken stock, vegetable stock, perfectly fine. So this is getting ready real soon. Let me crack up the heat. And it's so easy. And all these ingredients, you could find them in our local ShopRite or any groceries. And just make sure you season your broth. That's it. Just cook it for a few minutes. It will be done soon. And hopefully you could have a taste of this. I'm going to give you some. Yes. Really. By the way, I teach a lot of Filipino classes in my kitchen, in my Morganville kitchen. So come stop by my booth. Plus, we're giving away so many kitchen gadgets. So sign up, and you might win one of those nice platters, turkey cooker, and everything. So look, it's almost ready. Maybe 2 more minutes, and it's going to be done. And have you seen the noodles are soft? Some more. There you go. I should actually have done probably chicken mommy, which is a chicken noodle soup. It's perfect for this kind of weather, or my ramen. That's good. There you go. Give us maybe 2 more minutes. It's gonna go fast. When you're adding soy sauce to this, try to add it when it's just with the broth. Because when you start adding it now, the thing is, it would be like blotches of black spots because it won't mix up properly. So you might as well mix it when the broth is just simmering. And I don't want it to be too dark either, so I don't want to put so much soy sauce to that. There you go. It's getting there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 2/3 of my vegetable mixture and I'm going to add it on to my noodles. It smells so good. I put so much garlic onto it. There you go. Some more. And this is, now it's looking like rice noodles now. There you go. There, it's almost done. We're ready to plate real soon, all right? And so we're ready to plate. Meanwhile, let me simmer this for a few more minutes. Let me cut my scrambled eggs. Now, some people don't do what I'm doing, but this is something special, a special touch to my noodles. I sell a lot in my catering, this kind of noodles. And just cut the scrambled eggs in strips. There you go. It is done. We're ready to serve. We're going to plate this now. Let me turn off the heat. There we go. Let's clean up a little bit. Looks so good, smells so good. Now, we Filipinos, we eat this with a splash of lemon or calamansi in our language. It is a citrus fruit. There you go. It's heavy. I'm going to top it with my extra vegetable mix. There you go. The eggs go on top of it. Some scallions, some fried garlic. Sometimes I even crush some pork cracklings on top of this. It is so good. And then we're going to garnish it with lemon. As I've said, we serve this with lemon and some parsley. And there you go, Pancit Bihon, Filipino rice noodles. Thank you.